Court is calling 2025 CR 006661, State versus Asante Lee. Can I have parties announced?
Duffy Pitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
Kyle Simpson for Mr. Lee.
And are you Mr. Lee?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with evading arrest detention with a previous conviction. It makes it a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed under 1244 to 101 days in the Bexar County Jail. Did you understand that to be the plea? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Right. After reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
That's that you follow the plea bargaining agreement.
Why were you running?
Huh?
Why were you running?
Just anxiety, bad anxiety, and just
He was on parole and there's a warrant.
Oh. So it wasn't anxiety, it's
And
like
anxiety.
I'm on parole.
yeah.
So what are you on parole for?
I'm on parole for assault and possession 1 to 4 grams.
Okay. So how old are you?
I'm 29.
All right, you're gonna have to change your life. I can tell you from my own personal experience, once you pass 29, the years just fly by. I'm telling you, a year will pass in 3 months. You're like, where did that go? So you're gonna have to start making changes. Otherwise, you're gonna spend the rest of your life in prison. Is that what you want?
Definitely not.
So then you need to make changes. And probably if you would not have ran, you wouldn't have this case. And then parole wouldn't probably be looking at violating your parole. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 101 days in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. Give you credit for any time served. Yes,
One other thing, Judge, I just checked with the state and the intention was for JSAP.
okay. All right, to the clerks on Asante Lee, is that a judgment satisfied? All right, and the court will show that the judgment is satisfied.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Even though this is a 1244, it counts as a felony on your record. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Client's hearing.
Are you ready to proceed?
This is the case, Judge, where Ms. Noriega's term ends on 7/5 and they're not paying a restitution amount. Do you want to put her up?
Yes.
I gotta get back.
Ms. Noriega?
Judge, do I put it down for a pretrial diversion because he hasn't even filled out the?
No, you don't put it down for a pretrial. Just put it as discovery.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So your issue on probation is that you owe restitution. So when will you be able to pay that? No, I mean, I understand, and I understand people's hardship. I really do. But the person that you owe restitution to, they're having a hardship because you haven't paid them their restitution. So what's going to end up happening is they're going to file a motion to revoke, but they're going to do it as a summons. So with the summons, you don't have to make bond, but you're going to have to appear. You understand? So what we're going to do is, can you have them, are they filling it out? So this is how it's going to work. You're going to talk with probation before you leave here. Probation is going to find out how much you can pay. They're going to give you your balance. I think your balance, how much is her balance? About
$2,994.
So it's 2,990. You said 2,994?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so that's your balance, and you're gonna have to pay that balance because that person wants their money, right?
Sure. They said that they were going to say all the monies that I paid to be added to the restitution. There's no way for that.
You'll have to speak to your probation officer about that, but once the money's been paid, it's been paid. So do you have an idea of how much you can pay monthly?
Paying 300 a month.
Okay. And are you able to pay anything this month?
Probably until the middle of July.
Okay. And what I can tell you is once you pay this restitution, you'll be done with your probation.
Yes.
But, and Bashan, she is telling me that she was told by a probation officer that they could transfer the fees that she has already paid to her restitution. I've never heard of that before.
Judge, let me look at the case.
Okay.
See if they've applied it to something else.
All right. So Norma, if you can recall this for the third week in July.
I can do the 17th.
All right. What's best for you, Tuesday or Thursday? All right. So if we can do it Tuesday. All right. So just have a seat. Probation is going to talk to you and they're going to bring you a reset form. Yes.
So Judge, there is some amount that we could possibly transfer to the restitution, and that would be for supervision fees.
Okay.
I'll look at the case more closely to see what that amount would be, and that would be available to the court when she comes back.
All right. So what we're going to do is recall you for the July 15th and we'll have a balance for you that's due. And then you're going to work out a plan for you to pay that. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So they're going to give you a reset form and then you will be excused. Okay. Yes. Just have a seat. They're going to bring the reset form to you. Okay. Norma. Yes. She needs an attorney appointed to represent her.
The restitution is to a corporation. It's not to an individual. I believe the paperwork that was sent over from the CFO
Okay.
was incorrect.
Okay.
So the restitution is to a corporation.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. Hi. It's on Miss Sylvia Noriega. Miss Abrams will tell you what is going on with her case. And there's been an MTR file, but it's by summons, so she doesn't have to pay a bond amount.
Okay.
All right, so she's here and Miss Abrams will tell you what the issue is. All right, Noriega, I don't have the file, but I know that you've been waiting. All right, so this is about the restitution amount. And so we had said that we would recall it. Just 1 second, let me look her up. Do you know your cause number? I'm sorry, what? Okay. All right, so they're telling me with the restitution amount, what we did was a summons so that she wouldn't have to pay bond because it's better to pay the restitution amount. And probation is going to see if some of her fees can go towards the restitution. So that will make her restitution different than the 2,000. So we have it recalled for July 15th so we can see what the amount is and everything.
Okay.
And then Bashan will speak to you about who the restitution is owed to.
So we'll come back on the 15th of July.
Yes. And so, all
Thanks, Judge.
right, thank you. Court is calling 2025 CR 003-228, State versus Edgar Perez. Can I have parties announce?
Agent Pettis for the defendant.
And are you Mr. Perez?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm all right so far.
All right.
Yeah. Looking forward for today, man. I just woke up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am. I understood everything.
Are you the same Edgar Perez who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2025 CR 003-228 for the offense of theft of property 2,500 to 30,000 on April 25th, 2025 for a period of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
On or about the 22nd day of May 2025 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Edgar Elliott Perez committed the offense of criminal trespass violation.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge, deny the motion, then petition ISP, follow tap recommendation.
Is that what you're asking the court to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, if you can raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am, I swear.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
If you're better,
All right, why are you not doing well on probation? What's going on?
no, I just been having some family problem, I don't like to make excuses, but, I've been having some family problem, but,
Well, what's the problem? Because they're saying you're doing, you're committing a new offense.
Yeah, it's just cause I've been in the street, man, homeless, and, I know, it's my responsibility to do probation, but, I'm ready to get it done, man, I've been in jail for a long time.
Why are you homeless? What's
Uh,
going on? I know you're homeless because you don't have a home, but
Yeah.
do you not have any family?
Oh, yeah, I have family, like I said, I have some problem with them, but, I don't know, man, it's just, I don't wanna make excuses, I fucked up and, I messed up and I wanna get this probation over with. I don't know if you could give me another chance.
All right, so here are your choices.
If I may, Judge.
Well, just 1 second. Have you ever been diagnosed with any type of mental health issue or no?
No, ma'am.
All right, yes, you wanted to say something, counsel?
Judge, the long and short of it is he was homeless at the time. He tells me that he has a place to go to now. And I haven't seen for sure, but I believe some of his family is here, which I believe, is that correct? Some of your family's here?
Yeah.
So I believe if he's continued, maybe he'll stay at his mom's house. And
Well,
maybe-
does his mom want him at her home?
I hope so, I don't know.
I don't know,
I think she's still mad, but I hope so.
Is his mom here?
They might have escorted her to the hall. They might have.
All right. Can somebody check to see if his mom is in the hall? Thank you. All right,
We have no problems with that if he's continued.
okay,
Yeah, man, can I talk real quick?
sure.
Yeah, I just want another chance, last time I was here, I ended up doing 3 months, I did 3 months in county, I'm ready to get to probation over with,
Mhm.
I don't wanna spend my life in jail.
Well, the best way not to spend your life in jail is to abide by the rules and conditions.
Yeah. Do things right,
Mhm.
I just want to.
All right, so your mom is not here.
Yeah, my mom's not here.
So I'm gonna give you some choices today because how old are you?
21.
All right, you know yourself better than I know you. Better than your attorney knows you, better than probation knows you. All right, you're on deferred adjudication. That's not a conviction. So if anybody asks you if you've ever been convicted of, this crime, you can honestly say no, because it's not a conviction, it's deferred. If you receive a conviction, then this is conviction of theft. Whether it's a conviction or not, it's still a crime of moral turpitude, which takes you into collateral issues such as it's going to be hard for you to obtain any type of licensing for anything that requires a license. Now, what I can do is I can continue you, or I will sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for whatever time that you previously served. So you say you've been in custody for 3 months before, that would go towards your 18-month sentence. Or what I can do is I can continue. I'll deny the motion, alter and amend the condition to include a TAP evaluation in custody. And that TAP evaluation is see if you have any drug or alcohol issues. And I think we're gonna have to do a MIC evaluation in custody as well. So which do you prefer?
I would like, the type evaluation. Like I said, I don't like jail, like everybody else,
I don't think anybody likes jail.
Yeah, nobody likes jail, I wanna be outside, doing my thing, getting money, all that,
Getting money how?
working,
Okay.
working, legally.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
So I want to do a TAP evaluation and MIC evaluation. That's to be completed in custody. And have you been using any type of drugs in the past?
No, man.
So why did you become homeless, or how far did you go in school?
Well, I ended up dropping out my junior year, but I just have, I'm gonna be honest with you, I just smoke a little marijuana, but I don't have drug problem, man.
All right, do a referral to felony drug court in custody. There's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. You're going to either obtain your GE or get some type of trade school certificate. And once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
There's going to be proof of employment within 45 days of release, no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, so where are we on this case?
Judge, he is in compliance. He's been paying his 800 a month.
Okay,
He gets paid tomorrow and will pay his next 800 a month. I think the last time we were here, we had asked to reduce it to 500, but he's been paying 800.
okay. All right, Ms. Abrams. All right, I'm being told that he is been paying his 800 a month. This is Mr. Fernandez. It is 2009 CR 8157A.
It appears, Judge, that is April and May, he made $800 payment.
All right, and so you're due for June. All right, let's recall this then for November to make sure that he's still on track. Ms. Ferguson, what date in November?
I can do the 17th, November 17th.
November 17th?
You want him to pay the 500 or the 800?
Well, he had agreed that he would pay the 500, but if he can pay 800, great. The sooner you pay it off, the sooner you will be done.
Thank you, Judge.
Let me see, just 1 second on that date. All right, that's a good date. All right, and you say November when, Norma, 17th?
The 17th.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for dressing appropriately for court. You always do, though. I appreciate that. All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 6472 State versus Lisa Telsee. Can I have parties announce? All right, and she previously entered a plea on the motion to revoke. Is that correct?
Correct, Judge.
All right, and the court found that to be true. And the court asked that she be referred to felony drug court. And we were waiting to see if she would be accepted to felony drug court.
Correct, Judge.
All right. So the court then will deny the motion and send you to felony drug court. And let me explain something to you. We can go off the record. By all intents and purposes, it would not be unjust to send you to prison, because that's where you really should be, because you haven't followed through on anything. One of the main reasons why I'm giving you this opportunity, because it's obvious that you have a drug problem. You will abide by conditions for a point in time, and then you just fall off the radar and you start using drugs again. And you have a child, and for some reason, Child Protective Services is not involved, which I don't understand why Child Protective Services hasn't come in and taken your child from you, because you're not a good parent at this point in your life. You continue to do silly things and things that are not a benefit to your child. And what do I mean by that? You just pick up one boyfriend after the next. And I'm going to tell you what I tell females that I see in my client and some in my court, and sometimes men. And what I used to tell people that I represented, the parents I represented in CPS, hey, maybe it's going to be a Hallmark movie. Maybe there's some guy out there, you happen to be working at the mall and you bump into them and it turns out that they own the property and they're a multimillionaire and they marry you and you all go off and live happily ever after. But normally what it is, it's a Lifetime movie. You end up meeting some guy, he's not interested in you. He's more interested in your child, and not in a good way. And that's what you've been doing. You've just been out here living freely, taking your child wherever you go, and your child deserves better. So this is your chance, because I do not have the manpower or the hours to be seeing you every single day. Felony drug court, they're going to see you every single day. If you fall off the radar over there, if you mess up over there, you know what's going to end up happening? They're going to file a motion to revoke and you're going to come right back to me. And I'm going to see that you've been given all of these chances to get your life together and you just chosen not to. And what's going to end up happening is you may end up going to prison. And if you go to prison, somebody else is going to be raising your child. Maybe they'll be nice to your child, maybe not. Maybe your child will end up writing a story about you and how their mother was no good and did nothing for them. This is your chance to change your child's story for the better and change your story. Either you want it or you don't. And what I can tell you, since you've been in jail, this is the best you have looked. where you appear to be focused on what's going on and your mind is not clouded by drugs. So do you understand?
I understand.
So you had better go there and you had better follow their instructions and you had better stay on the path between being clean and sober and taking care of your child and not having your child with a bunch of strangers, because right now you don't have your child is with some stranger. And again, normally guys are great, right? But then they could meet another female to come in and take care of your child who's a part of a Lifetime movie and not a Hallmark. You understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you. Thank you, counsel.
Thanks, Judge.
To the clerks, make sure she remains in custody until felony drug court picks her up. And Miss Telsee is supposed to be in custody till felony drug court picks you up. If for some reason there's some mistake over at the jail and they release you, you better come straight back to this court quick, fast, in a hurry. Do you understand?
Mugshots 4. Jalisa Serenil, age 33, at least 18 arrests. She is here today for the 2021 unauthorized use of vehicle, reduced by state today TO attempt 2 unauthorized use of vehicle. Offense and arrest date November 10, 2021 SHE is remanded without bond. She is currently on parole for her last Texas Department of Corrections prison release until January 23, 2027. She has 61 days jail credit. 2024 Tom Green County unauthorized use of vehicle, sentenced 3 years probation. 2024 Tom Green County tamper/fabricate physical evidence with intent to impair, which was dismissed. 2024 Tom Green County driver's license invalid. 2024 possession of marijuana less than 2 ounces. 2024 Tom Green County possession drug paraphernalia. 2022 Tom Green County possession controlled substance less than 1 gram, which was dismissed. 2022 Tom Green County possession controlled substance penalty group 3 less than 28 grams, which was dismissed. 2022 Tom Green County failed TO stop and leave information after damaging a fixed object. 2022 Tom Green County possession controlled substance penalty group 1B less than 1 gram, sentenced 6 months. 2022 traffic ticket no proof financial responsibility. 2021 Kerr County unauthorized use of vehicle, sentenced 6 months state penitentiary. 2021 driving while intoxicated. 2021 PAS CSPG 1 less than 1 gram DA declined to prosecute. 2020 Tom Green County evading arrest with vehicle, sentenced 3 years probation, revoked, sentenced 5 years TDC. 2020 Tom Green County theft property equals $100 to $750 dismissed. 2020, another, Tom Green County theft prop equals $100 to $750 dismissed. 2018, Tom Green County resist arrest search Oregon transport, 1 year probation, discharged. 2018 Tom Green County public intoxication. 2014 Tom Green County possession control substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram, dismissed. 2014 Tom Green County possession drug paraphernalia. 2011 Tarrant County aggravated assault causes serious bodily injury. 2011 Tarrant County assault causes bodily injury.
All right, the court is
2010 Tom
calling
Green County failure to appear.
2022 CR 8769 State versus Jalisa Serenil. Can I have parties announce?
Charles Gold for Miss Serenil.
And are you Miss Serenil?
Yes, ma'am.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Any objections?
No objections, we'll waive any time.
Did you understand that the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense
Yes, ma'am.
of attempted unauthorized use of a vehicle?
Yes.
All right, just a second. I'll wait till they finish over here. All right. So did you understand that's a Class A misdemeanor? The range of punishment is anywhere up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed under an attempted unauthorized use of a vehicle to 98 days in the Bexar County Jail. There's a $2,000 fine. There's $1,000 to be payable to Julie Martinez. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the lesser included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I would just ask that you follow the agreement set up 4 years ago. She just wants to move on with her life.
All right. The court is going to sentence you to $2,000 fine, time and money to run concurrently, 98 days in the Bexar County Jail, give you credit for any time served. There's to be restitution of $1,000 to Julie Cortinas, Cortinas, and there's to be no contact with Julie Cortinas. If there are some issues that are going on with you, drug issues or something else, Once you're released from the jail, if you can't find a place to go, if you come back here, I'll pick up the phone and help you, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right, good luck to you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You too. Yes.
Thank you.
You can.
Stephanie Boyd?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You too. You too. Oh, if they have it as a judgment satisfied, I'll declare that the judgment is satisfied. They just need to give me the numbers. And if you check with the clerks in the back, they'll put it in the system. Yes. I can't believe 200 inmates total.
208.
208. All right, we gotta add the 8 number. Yes. All right. Alexis Rodriguez. All right, so the first thing we have is the affidavit to surrender surety.
Yes, Judge, I had not seen her since I got notice that there was a pre-trial violation, you wanted
So you want to go forward on the,
yes, some sort of violation on pre-trial services.
yes, I mean, do you
Oh, yes, yes.
still want to surrender surety? All right, Laura Deputy Mejia, she's going into custody. All right, so the affidavit to surrender surety will be granted. And then we have the non-compliance. And this is the first violation report.
There was a second one, I believe, yesterday.
Is there a second violation on Ms. Rodriguez? All right, so what I can tell you on your violation report, the violation report is that you have not done your testing, your drug testing, or done your sober support meeting. So obviously you want to be in custody. Is that correct?
No, ma'am.
Have you contacted your attorney?
No, ma'am.
So obviously you want to be in custody, because if you did not want to be in custody, you would have contacted your attorney. You would have done your conditions that were given to you while you're on bond, and you didn't do any of those. So that tells me,
Contacting the person I've been going to go see for the drug testing, telling him that I haven't been able to make it because I picked up a job, night shifts, and I have 2 kids and I got no help. So I've been telling him, like, whenever I've been able to, like.
if you're drug tested today, it's going to be dirty, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so obviously you've found time to use drugs during your busy schedule, but you can't find time to report to pretrial services. And based upon your drug use, you should not have custody of children, because when people are using drugs, they are not good parents. You can't be a good parent and use drugs. So there you are. So you're going into custody today?
And I just see 1 violation report filed first.
And that's my mistake. I thought there was a second one, and you said there's a compliance hearing set for today, and that's when I clocked.
Oh.
The first email that came out.
All right, so Norma,
Yes, ma'am.
reset, and are you going to stay as her attorney or no?
I'll do a motion. I'll the next week.
All right, if you want to go ahead and go on orally on the record.
And go to all road.
All right. The court is going to call NIMAC number 738729, State versus Alexis Christian Rodriguez for the defense.
Judge Joseph McAguilar, on behalf of Ms. Rodriguez, I am the attorney of record and have filed an affidavit to surrender, and I would also like to make a verbal motion to withdraw as her attorney.
All right.
And no communication or follow up in any employment agreement.
All right. As previously stated, the court is granting your affidavit to surrender surety, and the court will grant the motion withdraw. And I think once you've done the affidavit to surrender surety, there is sort of a conflict.
Exactly.
All right, that will be granted. You're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I do have one more back.
All right. Are you able to afford an attorney?
Not at this moment, no.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, see if she can be interviewed for a court-appointed attorney.
Yes, ma'am. I'll send it to Mac.
All right, and then Norma, let's recall this for the week of July 21st. All right, and if you can make sure that she has a reset form.
Yes.
Right. Court is calling 2025 CR 007780W, State versus Alexis Rodriguez. Can I have parties announced?
Duffy Pitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
Charles Bunt from Ms. Rodriguez.
And are you Ms. Rodriguez?
Yes.
Did you understand you're charged by information with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 to 4 grams? That's a 3rd-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison. and up to $10,000 fine. According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is recommending deferred adjudication. There's a $60 restitution to be paid to the Bexar County Laboratory for testing, a TAP evaluation, follow the recommendations of the TAP evaluation, random drug testing, and the drug education course. Did you understand that to be the plea? Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
All right, after reviewing state's exhibits one and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we believe she's worthy of the plea bargain. We ask you to follow it. The offense date is 2023 and it was still, we pled down a waiver plea, so she's been waiting quite a while. The court ordered her the 60 support meetings, which she did. I know the violation report indicates that she did not, but she showed me proof on her phone that she in fact did do the 60. So she's off to a good start. Now she's ready to put this behind her. She has a good job and the support of her family.
Okay, and I know that you were appointed this morning,
Yeah.
but she said she was going to be positive. So we still have some work to
Well,
do.
we got work to do, but
Yeah. So Mr.
trending,
Yes, hopefully in the right direction.
absolutely.
Who is Joshua Chavez?
He is my brother.
All right, and who is Roy Medrano?
He is a friend, well, he was a friend of ours at that time.
And who takes care of your children?
I do.
And how many children do you have? And what are their ages?
My son is 2 and my daughter will be 1 July 4th.
And who's with them right now?
My brother.
I don't know what's going to happen with the world. The world is in a precarious state because when you think about it, your brother's doing marijuana and drugs, you're doing marijuana and drugs, and you just left your children.
Oh, I have multiple brothers. That
So
one-
is it Joshua Chavez?
No, they're not with Joshua Chavez. They're with Matthew Gonzalez, my oldest.
All right. And has he ever used drugs?
No,
Where are your parents?
they're both at work.
And why are you doing drugs and you have children?
Just, go through a lot, so it's just.
All right. So, and the reason why I ask these questions is I ask these questions because I want you to start thinking about things. And you need to start thinking about what positions you're putting your children in. When children are that age, or really at any age, their brain is developing. And when you're using marijuana around them, using drugs around them, and I know it stinks. And you know how I know it stinks? Because we had a case in this court where they kept bringing drugs out and I kept getting headaches from the drugs. And then driving in this vehicle, you had somebody who thought that dousing themselves in cologne would make everything smell better. And you know what it ends up being? Have you ever had someone who never took a bath and they just doused themselves in cologne? You know what it smells like? Somebody who's never taken a bath and they're just dousing themselves in cologne. And you're having your children around that and having your children around people who they shouldn't be around. I don't know why Child Protective Services is not in your life. I have no control on.
Have children at the time of the offense.
So you decided to go forth
She's
and procreate, even though you haven't got your life together.
Basically, yes, ma'am.
So what do you do for a living?
I work at HEB.
Doing what?
I'm a stalker, an overnight stalker.
Okay. And when you're stalking, who's watching your children?
My parents. At that time, they don't work.
Okay. So it would probably be best, unless your parents are in agreement with you using drugs, it's probably best for your children to stay at your parents' house, for you to pay child support or at least drop diapers or provide financially for your children until you get your life together. Because when people are using drugs, they don't make good decisions. And when they don't make good decisions, people end up getting hurt, whether it's intentional or unintentional. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. We'll do a referral to felony drug court, TAP evaluation, follow all recommendations, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider, or with minors, no unsupervised contact with minors, and counsel. Once she provides the courts with clean UA, at least 2 clean UAs, the court will reconsider the no unsupervised contact.
Yes, Judge.
Field visits 1 time per month until further notice, 100 hours of community supervision. Community service restitution. How far did you go in school?
I did 2 years in college.
All right, so what is your dream job?
The RN.
I'm sorry?
RN.
All right, so here's the problem. Now, it could still happen, but people will not trust you as an RN because you're around meds and you have this drug case. So let's say, it still could happen, but let's say that falls through. What is your dream job? Other than that. Think on it, okay? You should be able to answer that question. Where do you see your future? So I'm going to order the 100 hours community service restitution. That will be deemed satisfied if you complete some sort of higher level education or obtain a trade school certification. There's going to be regular random UAs, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, $60 restitution to Bexar County lab for testing. Is there anything else, probation? All right, and I'll ask that the warrant be recalled. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
And I'm sorry, Bashan, add parenting classes as well. All right, Charles, I'm adding parenting classes because I think that's good for her. We can go off the record. Do not miss any of these appointments. You're going to have an appointment with probation. You're going to have an appointment with felony drug court, and you're going to have a TAP evaluation appointment. Those, they usually give you on separate dates. If there's some confusion, you need to pick up the phone, call probation and say, hey, I'm a little bit confused. Have I already done this, or is there another date for me? Because if you miss those dates, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to get a motion to revoke filed, and I'm going to sign it if it's in order, and then it's going to be addressed later. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
And don't ever tell somebody, I'm sleepy, you've had drugs. You know what I mean? That's not good.
I had drugs.
That's why you were sleeping. You were tired from the drugs.
It's cold in here.
Nobody goes to sleep when it's cold.
Yeah.
She worked overnight, Judge.
Nobody goes to sleep when it's cold.
She worked overnight. I'm just saying she worked overnight. That's why she was tired.
Mm-hmm. All right. Good luck to you. Thank you, Ms.
Thank
Bond.
you.
In my green eyes, I saw you stand first at the armory. A bold, strong man, a uniform sharp with a confident stride. A spark was lit, I couldn't hide. At Bob Evans, you made me grin. A moment simple, but love kicked in. Your laughter warm, your heart so true. Every day I'm grateful for you. Las Vegas with the kids by our side. Through the years you've been my guide. Hand in hand through joy and tears. 24 years and still no fears. In the summer dusk we danced through rain. Barefoot and wild, no hint of pain. You spun me close beneath slate skies. My heartbeat skipped at your blue eyes. On crisp February's hush we stayed, wrapped in warmth while dawn's light played. You pressed a kiss upon my cheek. In that still hush our love so sweet. In camouflage and boots we marched as one. When 9/11 struck and all came undone, your steady gaze became my light. Your blue eyes guided me through every fight. In our scrapbook store we worked till dawn. We cut and pasted dreams till day was gone. We laughed as ink stained both our hands. Green eyes sparkling in glittering plans. constant guide. Still the